Hey, what's going on, people? This your boy Wes, and I am here for another video. I haven't done a video in a minute, so yeah, don't kill me for that. But anyways, I'm here, and I wanted to touch up on something real quick. Excuse me. Discrimination, discrimination among races that have been discriminated against. Um, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why one race that has been tormented would want or feel that it's okay to torment another race. Um, and not so much just with race, just with like anything, like people that are mentally challenged or people that have any kind of handicap, people that are um, not as financially blessed as the next man. Like, how could you, if you're an African American, if you're black, if you're African, whatever term or label you want to give yourself, how could you turn to somebody that's not as well off as you are? Whether it be they only have $5 in their account, or whether it be that they're actually living on the streets. How could you, as a black person, as a Hispanic person, as a Jew, um, discriminate against the next man? How? Why? What gives you justification to do to someone what you didn't want done to yourself? What? I mean, I just don't understand it, and it's like it makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. Case in point: black man, black wife, black woman together, unit, and they have kids. Okay, and let's just say they have a son that is interested in white girls. Parents have a problem with that. Why? Why? What if we lived in a world where it was still to the point where, you know, white people controlled everything, where we couldn't sit in the same seats, we had to sit in the back of the bus, we couldn't drink from the same water fountains, we couldn't go to the same restaurants. What if we were living in that world where you, black man, and you, black woman, had a black son that couldn't even be, what, 10 feet, near a white person, let alone date them? Now, your son just so happens to be in a world where it's okay, for the most part, to interracially date, and you're having a problem with this. I'm not understanding where this works. I really don't. I really don't. How can gay black men be racist? How? How does that work? What is your mind telling you? Like, you're living in a world where people think you're freaking disgusting, where people think you need to go to hell, where people think you need to be shot on sight, yet you're racist. How does that work? I was talking to a cool person, and they were like, they understand how people may feel towards the next man or whatever the case may be, based off of what? Based off of what kind of merit do you have to say that you don't like this particular person? I mean, based off the color of my skin, are you serious? Based off of who I sleep with, are you serious? Based off the fact that I'm missing my fingers, are you serious? You want to hate against me? You want to discriminate against me? Makes no sense, especially for those people that have been discriminated against. I would never in my wildest dreams want to go back 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Why? What was there for me to enjoy, to appreciate? Why? Why would I? So now I'm living in a world where, things are a little bit, I can get by. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, nobody wants to shoot me on sight. Or at least, not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? So I can breathe, I can swim. But with all that said, the fact that I know that there's a possibility that somebody might just want to do whatever, just because of a video that they see, and then they see me on the street, or just because I decided to go like this with my hand, or just because my voice gets a little like this and I get high, like, say that happens, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Why, if I'm a person that goes through that, why would I want to put that turmoil and that fear into somebody else for something so minuscule? People, let me tell you, if the next man or woman is not hurting you in any way, hindering you in any way, controlling your life in any way, why do you feel it necessary to hate on or discriminate against that person based off of something as small as race, or something as small as sexual orientation, as something as small as, mental illness, or whatever the case may be, social status? Why? I don't hear a response. But think about it, though. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about how crazy it is in today's world, to where we can't even appreciate the next man because we got hang-ups. To where we can't even say, thank you, I appreciate that. Or, you know what, good job. Or, wow, you're doing well. Or, let me introduce you to such and such. Y'all two might get along. Or, we should work on a project together. We, as a people, the masses, we we imprison ourselves. We really do. When we have the societal imprints into our brain pulsating all the fucking time, don't do this, don't do that, because society says that it's whatever. We imprison ourselves. And I do these videos, and I do my show and all that to break free from society's views, You know what I'm saying? Cause we've all been conditioned to believe in a certain way, and we all have free will and freedom to think for self. But because we've been conditioned by society's imprints, on the brain, we decide to not think for self, and we decide to roll with the punches and do what's being done by everybody else. That's not life. You're not living if you don't take advantage of what's free. You know what I'm saying? And by that I mean the freedom to think for oneself, the freedom to feel what one wants to feel. You know what I'm saying? The freedom to embrace, the freedom to love, the freedom to worship, the freedom of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? There will come a day where we'll all be alone. But that's not life. Living is enjoying life with somebody else. Whether it be, a relationship status or friendship status. We have to interact. We have to be one as a human race, one as a people. Don't hate on the fellow man. Embrace the fellow man or woman, regardless of sexual orientation, race, social status, You know what I'm saying? All that does not matter. Because at the end of the day, you will die someday. Okay. And, regardless of what you believe in, I still think that you should have it within your mind to embrace the fellow masses with no problem, with no hang up. You know what I'm saying? If they're willing to embrace you, embrace them. Because life is about relationships, I think. Life is about the connections that we adopt. And on that note, I'm going to close off with that. I Leo today by sharing my thoughts with you. Be real to self and understand what you really need out of life. That's a challenge.